Hey, yeah, so in this video, I want to share with you what for me is the most important skill in life. Is how to deal with people, the way we interact with people, and how we are able to influence people. I think is so important, right? Again, we are social beings and we need people. We live in a community, we live in a society. So we are always interacting with people. Um, and people, I think, is the most important resource that we have. Knowing the right people, treating people in the right way can totally transform your life, can take your life from like in total opposite directions. There's a book that I like to read every year, which is How to Make Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book is, yeah, I think the concepts in the book, and what he teaches is universal truths of how to deal with people. And when you apply it in your life, I think it can not only make you better at that skill, people skill, but also make you more happy, and help people be more happy, which is so important. And so I want to remind you that, even if you have different ideas than other people, even if you wear different clothes, if you have a different religion, you vote for different people, you have a different economical background, different ethnicity, you live in a different country. At the core, we are the same. As human beings, we all have the same needs, the same fears, the same potential, and that is easily demonstrated. There's, like, for example, the Pygmalion effect is that's very interesting. So you have very good students and poor students, and they tell teachers that, the poor students, they are in a group, and they tell the teachers that these are the great students. And on the contrary, the good students, they tell the teachers that are the poor students. And just because they believe that they are great students or poor students, they will actually, help the poor students will become great students because the teachers will treat them as great students, and vice versa. So this just means that we all have an amazing potential, and that for some reasons, because the way we are conditioned, the way we were educated, for example, do you really think that, all over Africa, let's say, okay, Africa is very broad, but Africa, in general, has obviously less education than the US? Do you really think that Africans in general, I know that it's a big generalization, but just the big idea is that, it's not because one country is richer and gives a better education, and the other continent, doesn't, that it's the people don't have the same capability. Obviously, the people have the same capability and the same potential. So it's all a matter of education and the way you are conditioned and so on. At the core, we're all the same, and we have all the same potential. And no matter what you think, and no matter, where do you come from, and so it's so important to remember this, and not to separate yourself from others. Um, we we're all in this together, on this earth. We all breathe the same air. We all need to eat. We all need to love. We all need to survive, and the way to do it is together. And so we have core things to do. I think it's so important. You see, a smiling person, just a genuine smile can make such a difference in your life and in the life of others. Appreciate people, don't criticize, don't judge. Everyone has a fragile ego, unfortunately, because of how society works, and we must be aware of that. It's a crime to actually damage someone's ego and make someone feel less. So it's so important to treat people well and to praise people, encourage people to so they can shine their lights, they can express their real potential. That's everyone's job. It's not only the coach job or the teacher's job or the CEO's job. Everyone's job is to treat others well. And when you treat people well, in that you make it a way of life. So when you're actually conscious that you're actually conscious in the way that you treat people. You can't imagine the ripple effect because we like people that are nice to us, and we like people that like us, and we like people that treat us well, and we will give back to these people in 1,000 folds. So when you start to build this habit of treating people well and stop seeing people as different, but seeing everyone as being part of the same team as you, team humanity, this will transform your life, because people are our main resource. And actually also I think that seeing the positive impact we have on others is so